Hello YouTube. As many of you all know by now, I'm sure some of y'all that care about this country are watching the news and seeing the attack in Texas, mass shooting. When I just stepped away from it, it was 27 to 30 people are confirmed dead. That's what they're saying right now. Well, the point I made in my videos last night and yesterday, do not let your guard down. People are going to think, oh, this crazy lunatic's going to blame Antifa for this. Well, when you go around the playground and you say you're going to steal candy or you're going to steal the teacher's purse and somehow candy or the purse gets stolen, well, guess who's going to get blamed? You are. So Antifa, you spend all this time in the far left stating all these threats, and in your threats and in your videos you spoke of if it has to result in mass casualties with shooting. Now the far left's main agenda is to take away our guns. So they set in their little zombie brainwashed soldiers, so to speak, to shoot up places. And now they're going to go straight to gun control. You watch, it's all going to be about gun control. And I'm sure it's I just woke up from a nap. I'm never blessed to take a nap because for some reason I'm not able to take them. I probably get in one a month, only for an hour if I'm lucky. And I wake up twice as freaking tired, so I don't even know why I try to even take one. So I figure, well, I take a nap, feeling drowsy, and I wake up to this shit. So in my title, it's going to say Antifa. It's going to question Antifa to draw you in. Because I did state, do not let your guard down. Antifa, if this guy turns out to be, this old fart or whoever the real true shooter is, turns out to be an Antifa sympathizer or a so-called member, they need to round up all these Antifa fuckers and throw them in the FEMA camps that they want to throw the true patriots in. Yeah, the finger is going to be pointed at you. Every freaking person from this day forward that's shot or anybody that's run over by the car, as far as I'm concerned, us Trump supporters, we are going to question the fact, is it that little Antifa fuckers? Because that's all you did is you threatened and you threatened and you threatened. And it's just so coincidental. It just goes to show you, you are not safe in a small town or a big city. So I encourage people, be well armed. And if you're one of those parents or if you have children and you don't like guns, and you're a freaking libertard, freaking far left liberal, like no guns in my house, well, as far as I'm concerned, if somebody were to kick in your door and, God forbid, rape one of your children or rob you and tie you all up and shoot you, and if you would have had a gun in the house and you could have protected your family, but since your ideology and your fears of owning a gun prevented a gun from being in your house to protect your family, as far as I'm concerned, you're liable for their death. I wish it upon nobody by no means, but it's just the same as driving down the road in a car doing 120 miles an hour with your kids running around with no seatbelts on, or infants with no not being in a car seat. So if you're a husband, a wife, or whatever, if you're a parent and you don't believe in having guns, well, it's time that you need to suck that up, swallow it away, or get over your fears, because it's your responsibility to protect your family. And this world is shit. It's being taken over by these far left libertarian freaking Luciferian freaks. Do your research on Illuminati. Do your research on the deep state, New World Order. Whoever shot up this church did not just simply shoot up this church because of the simple fact he was having an argument, or if they try to say it was domestic or this and that. Because normally during domestic the shooter goes for the victim, husband or wife. They shoot that person, and then usually it's a murder-suicide, or a couple people try to intervene and some people are wounded. But 27 plus dead and then 20 injured? No. This has been planned. This is pure evil. It's terrorism. It's any act like that is a form of terrorism, instilling fear and terror into you don't have to be ISIS, but Antifa, you better get used to the finger being pointed at you and all these incidences. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm no expert, and I'm not going to be like, oh, that's Antifa, that's it. We all, as far as I'm concerned, you all made the threats. You showed off your little fucking guns and all that, and you said it's not going to stop. The violence and the protest is not going to stop until Donald Trump and Pence are out of office. Well, this is a little coincidental, because like I said, the far left wants nothing more than to take away our guns, and what a better way. They don't care about the mass casualties. And anyways, it goes much deeper. But like I said, don't let your guard down. And there's going to, all the comments people made of, ha ha ha, November 4th came, nothing happened, blah, 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 blah. Well, I basically said, well, it's not over yet. Just sit back and wait. And it's not every day that a church gets shot up like that. I would say that's probably the biggest one in history that I know of, except the one that happened a couple months ago, but I guess they swept that one under the rug. Wasn't enough people, and I don't know. But it's just a shitty thing to take a nap and wake up and see that. You have to protect your family. And these Luciferian Satan, I'm a firm believer, and I am going to pray for the victims and the victims' family. And when I pray for the victims' family, I pray for God to give them strength to get through this hard time, because I could not imagine. And when I say that I am going to pray for the victims and their families, I actually do pray. I take the time at night or where I'm at, and I pray for those families. If you're not a believer in the Lord, if you're human, just have compassion. But like I said, in the title, some people are going to be like, oh, here we go. A right-wing conservative is blaming Antifa. Well, Antifa is connected with Soros, and that Soros is the puppet master for the deep state. So whatever this man's ideology, as far as I'm concerned, it was a total freaking libetard. So, in essence, I guarantee you this could trickle and find its way to Antifa. And like I said, Antifa, y'all are a bunch of idiot puppets on a string, following the Pied Piper, old Soros with a flute. New World Order. Do your research on it. Read about it. The deep state. Read about it. You do your knowledge, you'll see. Big government. This is all, I don't know. This is going to turn out to be, it's not going to get any better as far as I'm concerned. But once again, like I said, I repeat myself in all my videos, and when I said, do not let your guard down, I even told my wife today, I said, something's going to happen, I know it. People are, think it was all a joke. So, that's pretty huge. It's a pretty big deal, going to a church and shoot up the place and kill that many people and injure that many people. So, it's not over yet. So, who's laughing now? Nobody's laughing, but if, you're laughing in the comments saying y'all are a bunch of crazy freaks and blah, 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 and conspiracy, no, I don't believe in freaking shape-shifting and all that stuff, and Bigfoot. I'm not one of them loons, but it's just too coincidental. Too coincidental. Maybe they were so freaking felt defeated and yesterday, because they did such a sorry ass job, that somebody just couldn't handle it and went in and tried to make himself famous by taking the lives of innocent women, men, and children. Shall you burn in hell, whoever you are. Sick fuck. Anyways, Antifa, get used to people pointing the finger at you, because like I said, when you make those threats and you threaten and threaten and threaten and threaten, you will be blamed for everything that happens if you weren't involved or not. That's the consequence that you have to suffer for running your little fucking gators all the time on your little social media things and holding your freaking guns with your mask. You know, you're gonna get. I guarantee you're gonna start getting a little scared. Because people know how to find out who you are. You're so afraid to take your mask off. They'll find out who you are. But anyways, it's far left, deep state as far as I'm concerned. It just sickens me. So, I'm definitely going to pray for the families and their victims. And in the title, yes, it's going to have terrorism and Antifa, because I want people to watch this video. And then to rethink those people that made those silly comments. Well, I woke up, nothing happened, ha ha ha, blah, 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 blah. Well, as far as I'm concerned, a mass shooting with over 20-something dead, that's a huge deal. Is it related to Antifa? We shall find out, but as far as I'm concerned, when the deep state or the far left or big government, you're never going to know the truth. But be aware and arm yourself, protect your family. Like I said, it's your responsibility. If your belief is you do not like guns in your house, blah, 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 well, something happens to your family, and if you could have protected them with a handgun or a long rifle, a shotgun, and you didn't have one, what, are you going to hug them to death? You're going to talk them out of it? And somebody breaks into your house, and all you got is a freaking book or something to throw at them, or you want to talk them down, and they rob your ass and they don't want no witnesses, so they kill you and your family, or they kill off your family, and for some reason you live, you're going to live with the rest of your life knowing that it's you are liable because you and your beliefs wanted a home with no guns, so you had no way to protect your innocent children or loved ones. So take responsibility, arm yourself, take classes if you're scared of guns, learn gun safety, learn how to protect your family, don't worry about yourself and your ideologies. So anyways, just agitated, everybody stay safe, it's not over yet.